There is a war happening inside you right now. Not in the streets, not in the news, in your mind. And most men are losing it, quietly, in the dark, alone, without even realizing what's being stolen from them. I'm not here to shame you. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm here to show you exactly how this thing hijacks your brain, destroys your drive, and quietly kills the man you were supposed to become. And then, I'm going to give you the only framework that actually works to take your power back. Not overnight, not through willpower alone, but 1% at a time. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could literally change the trajectory of your life. Let's start with the hard truth that nobody told you. Pornography is not just content. It is a drug, and your brain treats it like one. Every time you watch porn or engage in compulsive masturbation, your brain floods with dopamine, the same chemical released by cocaine. Not a little dopamine. Massive, supernormal amounts. Dr. Gary Wilson, author of Your Brain on Porn, documented what happens next. Your brain, overwhelmed by this dopamine flood, starts to adapt. It reduces dopamine receptors. It downgrades its own sensitivity to pleasure. What this means for you: real life starts to feel boring and dull. Ambition fades. You lose the hunger. Relationships feel empty. Connection feels impossible. Focus disappears. Brain fog moves in. Anxiety climbs. Confidence collapses. This is called hypofrontality. Your prefrontal cortex, the command center of your identity, your discipline, your long-term thinking, literally weakens. And the cruel part? The more you use it as an escape, the more you need it to feel anything. And the less everything else satisfies you. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are chemically conditioned. Understanding that is the first step to freedom. Now here is where most men go wrong. They try to white-knuckle their way out. This time, I'll just stop. This time, I have enough willpower. And it works. For 3 days. Maybe a week. Then something stressful happens. Work. A rejection. Loneliness. And back they go. Here's why. Willpower is a finite resource. It's like a muscle that fatigues. And when you're stressed, depleted, sleep-deprived, or emotionally triggered, willpower is the last thing available to you. Research from Stanford psychologist Kelly McGonigal confirms that willpower-based approaches to behavioral change fail the majority of the time when the underlying environment, identity, and systems remain unchanged. You don't need more willpower. You need a smarter system. You need to make the old behavior structurally harder and the new identity structurally easier. That's exactly what the 1% daily method does. James Clear wrote in Atomic Habits, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." The 1% daily method is not about becoming a different person overnight. It is about building tiny, compounding advantages every single day until the old version of you becomes unrecognizable. Here are the 6 pillars. Pillar 1, identity shift. Who are you becoming? Before you can change behavior, you must change identity. Stop saying, "I'm trying to quit porn." Start saying, "I am someone who does not use porn." That one-word shift, from trying to being, rewires how your brain interprets every decision. Write down 3 sentences that define who you are becoming. Put them where you will see them every morning. Read them out loud. This is not affirmation fluff. This is programming. Pillar 2, environment design. Remove the trigger. Your environment is more powerful than your decisions. Design it accordingly. Delete apps. Block sites. Use tools like cold turkey or freedom. Put your phone outside your bedroom at night. Never use devices alone, in private, after 10 p.m. That is the danger window. Rearrange your bedroom. Change the furniture layout if needed. Break the spatial memory. The goal is to make the old behavior structurally inconvenient. You do not need to rely on willpower when the friction is built in. Pillar 3, the urge protocol. Surf, don't suppress. When an urge hits, and it will, do not fight it directly. Fighting an urge with resistance is like wrestling smoke. Instead, use the 4-step urge protocol. Pause. Stop everything for 10 seconds. Name it. Say out loud or in your head, "This is a dopamine spike. This is my brain, not me." Breathe. 5 slow, deep breaths. Activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Redirect. Immediately move your body. Do 20 push-ups. Go for a walk. Call someone. Research from the University of Washington shows that urges follow a wave pattern. They peak and collapse within 15 to 20 minutes. Your only job is to not act during the wave. You don't eliminate urges. You learn to ride them. Pillar 4. The replacement protocol. Fill the void. Addiction is never just about the substance. It is about what need that substance was meeting. Ask yourself honestly, what does this behavior give me? Escape from stress? Relief from loneliness? A sense of control? A dopamine hit when life feels gray? Now build legitimate systems to meet those same needs. Stress escape exercise, breath work, journaling. Loneliness brotherhood, community, real connection. Control skill building, discipline tracking, goal systems. Dopamine cold showers, music, creative work, learning. You are not removing something. You are replacing it with something that builds you instead of destroying you. Pillar 5. The 1% streak tracker. Here is where the compounding begins. Get a physical journal or a simple habit tracker app. Track every single day you successfully apply the framework. Do not aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. If you improve just 1% better at managing urges, building new habits, and reinforcing your identity every single day, by the end of 1 year, you are 37 times better than where you started. That is mathematics. That is the compound effect. And on the days you slip, because some will come, write this in your journal. I slipped. I am not starting over. I am returning. Then recommit immediately. A slip is not failure. A slip followed by shame and abandonment is failure. Pillar 6. Accountability and brotherhood. Isolation is the incubator of addiction. The research is clear. Men who pursue recovery in community have dramatically higher success rates than men who try alone. Find one person, a friend, a mentor, an online accountability partner in a community like r/nofap, a men's group, or a coach. Tell them your goal. Check in weekly. Let being known by someone be a layer of protection on your hardest days. I want you to understand what is on the other side of this. Because this is not just about stopping a habit. This is about reclaiming a life. At 2 weeks, the brain begins rebalancing dopamine. Colors look brighter. Food tastes better. Small pleasures return. At 30 days, focus sharpens. Anxiety begins to drop. Motivation climbs. Men report feeling more present in conversations, more engaged in work. At 90 days, testosterone levels, which research shows can be suppressed by chronic masturbation, begin normalizing. Confidence in social situations increases measurably. Eye contact feels natural again. Drive and ambition return. At 1 year, you are a different man. Not because you denied yourself something, but because you chose something greater than the quick hit. You chose to become someone. You chose presence over escape. You chose discipline over comfort. You chose your future over your momentary pain. And that choice, repeated 1% better each day, compounds into a life you are actually proud to be living. Here is exactly what to do starting today. Not tomorrow. Today. Days 1 to 3. Environment reset. Delete all triggering apps and bookmarks. Install a site blocker, cold turkey, freedom, or similar. Move your phone charger out of your bedroom. Write your 3 identity statements. Place them on your bathroom mirror. Days 4 to 7. Build the replacement system. Choose one physical outlet for urges, gym, running, push-ups. Identify your accountability partner and reach out. Start your 1% streak tracker, journal, or app. Begin a 5-minute cold shower every morning. Days 8 to 30. Compound daily. Review identity statements every morning. Apply the 4-step urge protocol every time an urge arises. Log your daily win in your tracker, no matter how small. Weekly accountability check-in with your partner. Read or listen to one piece of content that reinforces your identity, books, podcasts, channels like this one. 30 days from now, you will not be the same man who pressed play on this video. I need you to hear this before you go. You did not fall into this trap because you are weak. You fell into it because you are human. Because something was missing. Because pain needed somewhere to go. But you have a choice now. Right now, in this moment. You can close this video and go back. Or you can decide, today, that you are done settling for the counterfeit version of strength. The 1% warrior is not someone who never falls. The 1% warrior is someone who gets back up 1% faster each time. Someone who builds 1% more discipline each day. Someone whose compounding choices eventually separate them from everyone who chose comfort. You've already taken the first step by watching this. Now take the second one. Write your identity statement. Block the sites. Text your accountability partner. Do it right now, before the moment passes. I'm Eugene, and you're watching the 1% Warrior, because 1% better every single day is how empires of self are built.